welcome to another episode of Cordelia's Passion. Thank you for being here. I'm here with my guest, my good friend here. Well, yeah, we're all good friends in art. And this is Josh, and he does art. And this is some of his artwork here. So we're going to sit here and discuss what he's been doing, what he's up to. We're going to ask some of our fun questions because you know how we get down. So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You sure?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, shake it off. You got to shake it off. Want me to shake with you? Let's
All
just
right.
shake it. I'll shake with you. I'll shake with you.
My lucky sweater, though.
Don't get excited because I have an effect on men. Okay, so I want to know, where did you grow up? And, what school did you go to and things like that?
All right, so I grew up in Peabody, Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I went to high school in Danvers at St. John's Prep. So I went to all guys high school.
Oh, hell.
I was one of two people to graduate and go into art,
Okay.
which is kind of weird because I didn't have any focus on art. So honestly, I was an outcast because a lot of people don't think that you can actually make a career out of art.
You can.
You can.
Yeah.
You're right. And yeah, so I started from there. And when I was in high school, I got introduced to Reebok, and I always wanted to be at Reebok one day. So
This is very interesting. The fact that he said he used to work at Reebok, stay with us and you'll see why that's interesting that he just said he worked at Reebok. But anyways, keep going.
Whoa. All right, so yeah, I was introduced to the college I went to while I was at Reebok, and I didn't really technically work at Reebok. I visited there. I was too young.
Okay.
So I basically showed up, met apprentices, and I spent the day with them, shadowed them. Mm-hmm. And I found out about my school in Savannah, Georgia, which is SCAD. SCAD's awesome. You should go to
Shout out to SCAD.
If you can get into SCAD, go to SCAD. There's a lot of good schools in Massachusetts, but art, I feel like you gotta reach out and see what's best for you.
Right.
But yeah, so at school, I didn't learn how to paint. I didn't go to school for painting. I started painting when I was 17 years old in high school, which is kind of late, to be honest.
No, it's never too late to be an artist. It's never too late. Once it hits you, it hits you. It could hit you at 4. It could hit you at 50.
Yeah.
But as long as you kind of wake up and realize your purpose, then who cares how late you got started? 17 is actually pretty young.
I was a junior in high school. I imagine just I don't know what I want to do, but I know I want to try to start doing this.
Yeah.
So once you started doing it, you feel like you get better.
Right.
You want to show people that you can do it. Mm-hmm. And that kind of got me into school, but I didn't end up doing that in school. I didn't really want to, I didn't want to go to school for painting, but I wanted to do something that I like. I want to wake up in the morning.
You want to be inspired
and love what I
it.
do. I want to wake
That's
up
right.
and to be there.
Yeah, you want to do something. They always say in order for you to be successful or have a happy life, you got to find something you love and figure out a way that it can support you financially. That way you'll always and it's really not about money because you just want to be able to live your life.
Yeah,
You don't want to be broke, you know what I mean? But find something you love and find a way to live off of it. So what inspired you to start painting? What was that moment that inspired you? Like when did you pick up a stencil, or what day was that? What time was that? Like what happened?
Well, okay, so my first painting was probably it's 5 feet tall. I still have it. It's a tree.
Oh, wow.
And it's very abstract. And here's the thing. All right, so it's kind of weird actually. I built the canvas. I built everything at school. They got wood from Home Depot, and we just stretched the canvas over it. And I finished, and it was kind of odd. And it was a cherry blossom tree, and they ended up putting it into the cultural fair as Japanese culture, and I was like, well, I wasn't even trying to do that.
Right.
But it propelled me. I was like, hey, maybe I should do something else. But and I started making canvases again, which is the hard way of doing it. You can go to AC Moore and buy a canvas for whatever amount of money because they always have coupons. But I was like, I'm gonna make this, and I made it big. I made one that's huge, and it didn't, it didn't turn out the way that I would sell it at a store. But I ended up painting over it. And I kept on taking the things that I already did, and I was trying to make them better. And the thing about going to school, I never wanted to get taught art, but being around, you don't pay for a degree. You don't. You pay to be around a bunch of people who are like-minded, who are better than you, for the most part. They make you better by being around them.
By being around them, but I think
and it made me better, and it made me want to be better.
But you should be around people that I don't
make
know.
things.
Right, you have to be other creative people to make you more creative. Like you can't just sit in your house and be like, I'm the best painter on the planet. Like you have to be around other painters and just, find where you fit.
Yeah.
So I want to know, who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist, I think Michael Reeder. So I found him on Instagram actually, and he does like murals. He's a contemporary artist. He uses tessellation patterns, which I like to use a lot. They're like patterns, textiles. It's like a puzzle piece that fits inside of another piece.
That's interesting.
Like and I always like the way that how different it was, and like you can identify his work without having to guess. Like
okay. So now what's his name again? Look into the camera. So
Michael Reeder, he's Reeder1 on Instagram actually.
So Reeder1, you need to follow him because he loves your work. So my favorite artist is Joel Light, because that's my granddad, and he's the famous folk artist, and he's famous for the Birdman, and you can look him up because he's in the Smithsonian. Anyways, name drop. I'm gonna name drop my grandfather. Why not? Anyways, so you ready to have some fun questions?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm done with the serious part.
Okay, I mean,
you ready?
That's good, yeah.
You really ready?
I think I am. Yeah. Maybe.
I'm gonna grab your Coogee sweater. Shout out to Coogee. He got the Coogee sweater on. Shout out to Biggie. Anyways.
My going out sweater.
But anyways, okay. So I want to know. You ready for the fun questions? The first time you went to the barbershop, how did you feel and who did you go with?
The barbershop. I used to get my hair cut trimmed. I used to have long hair, but the first time I went to a barbershop, actually no. So take that back. First time I went to a barbershop, I was like a child, and I remember crying because you hate being around. Like, first of all, it's always an old guy who smells like baby powder and like cigarettes, and it's just like this feeling of like, this isn't gonna be fun. I have to be around this guy. Yeah, and you get the itchy neck. No, but I remember like once I got into getting shorter haircuts, I was like, this isn't that bad. They fix you up. You don't look like you're raggedy anymore.
Okay, so they dramatized them with the smelly old guy smell.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, older
12 o'clock
barbershop
shadow.
guys. Yeah, but Josh is here. He got over it. It sounds pretty traumatizing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask the question anyways. All right. So, first time you got your first pair of designer sneakers, and you put them on your feet, and they hit the pavement. How did you feel?
First nice pair of shoes that I had was Carmine 6s. And I loved them, and I broke them. I literally walked in them until I broke it. The first time I wore them, maybe not like one of the first times. I remember going to the Tossville Fair, and just stunting. Like I don't know if anyone knows, Carmine Red is like one of the best colors ever. I wanted to go to school for sneaker design. I love sneakers. I love Jordan. I love every sneaker brand for the most part. It's just like something about the contrast of white and red, it's just like dangerous.
See, and now the whole Reebok thing, for some reason, now I thought his answer was going to be Reebok. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll all get a pair of free Reeboks
Designer
out of
pumps,
this.
maybe.
Yeah, whatever. But we need some free Reeboks around here. I'm being a little bit ghetto. Anyways, so, okay, so next question. I want to know, who was your first celebrity crush?
That's hard, actually. I couldn't really tell you. I would say it'd probably have to do with American Idol if it was first, because that's like the show that everybody watches.
American Idol?
Right, but I mean, what did I like? Music-wise, Britney Spears, probably. But that kind of like went downhill pretty fast.
Okay.
What, Kelly Clarkson? And
Kelly Clarkson.
Who's the blonde girl? She's Southern. Maybe that. Shout out to all the Southern people. I love Georgia.
He has a thing with the South, and he has a thing with Georgia.
I hate the word y'all for the most part. If you say with a Southern accent, people say. I have a girlfriend in Baltimore, though. I do.
That's very interesting. I'm going to Baltimore too. I'm going to Baltimore very soon. Shout out to Baltimore. I'll see y'all
Shout out Old
soon.
Bay, shout out Natty Bo.
Okay.
We're all there for you.
All right. So Baltimore.
Johns Hopkins, love you all.
All right. All right. Baltimore School of Performing Arts. Enough shout outs for Baltimore because we're in Boston. What's up? Anyway, go.
Shadow. So what were you on like the
Celebrity crush. I think you're done.
Yeah, I mean, I probably exhausted that one.
Yeah, you said like two. Normally people just have one. I don't know who my celebrity crush is right now. I don't think I really have a celebrity crush right now. Nobody's really hot right now to me. Anyway, so I want to know what is your favorite, and I ask everybody this question, episode of A Different World?
I've never seen A Different World.
Josh.
Right there, it's a high five.
Promise me you're gonna watch it.
What
It's a different world.
is there, what TV show?
It's
what like premium channel is this?
You have to go. No, you can
This
get
is an
it.
old
No,
show?
it's
Okay.
oh yeah, it's in the 80s. It was in the 80s. Well, no, maybe late 80s, early 90s. But that asked everybody that because I just love A Different World. So
Sorry, I'm
no, it's cool. It's cool. Okay, so what is your favorite when you're with your family hanging out? Okay, what is your favorite backyard barbecue song? Go.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna kind of morph this question into
Okay.
like if there's a jukebox or like a DJ, what would I say to them? Which is always Hall Back Row by Gwen Stefani and
Okay,
the
that's
dirty
actually a
version
good
of
one.
Let's Get It Started, which is a little politically incorrect, but I always do that whenever we're at like
Okay.
a Chinese restaurant with a jukebox or Deo by Harry Belafonte from Beetlejuice.
Okay. So you got a couple of, okay, he got a couple. He's like, okay, go for it. You want to sing a couple of bars?
Harry Belafonte, I don't know about that. He's kind of like, he's a little over my head.
No, that's all good, but yeah,
And Gwen Stefani, because it's all that crumpet.
no, but I love Gwen Stefani song about How the Back Girl. Shout out to Pharrell. So I just want to know, because I always, when people come on the show, I always ask them, do they want to ask something about me? Because I'm always interviewing people and asking them questions, getting in their business. So I always just want to ask people, like, do you want to ask me something? Is there something that you want to know about me? And yeah.
All right, so how did you get into the arts, especially around Roxbury and Bartlett Station?
Oh, shout out to Bartlett. Shout out to my crew, my Bartlett Arts Committee down there. I met Josh. Actually, he came to one of our events. I know Josh because he goes to, he came to one of my events down Dudley, and but he also goes to this poetry spot called Density.
Density, Walnut Street Cafe,
That's right.
family.
Yeah, it's great poets. So,
Shout out
Michelle. So, I don't know. I just kind of started writing books, and then that led me on a journey to other things. And then I met Henry. Shout out to Henry.
Yeah,
Henry is the producer of my show. Henry's sitting there looking at the monitor. Henry, I don't have my braids anymore.
Oops.
Yo, my afro it's out of control, so I had to kind of like, slick it back because your girl's rocking it. Anyway, shout out to Henry. So, but no, Henry came to one of my book signings, and then he asked me to interview a young fashion designer. And I interviewed her, and he said, well, how about, I like, you look good on camera, whatever. You want to do your own show? And I was like, hell yeah. So, because I'm just not shy, and I just really like to be, in front of the camera, and I like to interview artists. And so he gave me my own show, and then that led to all these other doors opening. But I got involved with Bartlett because I was doing open mic nights. Open mic night for the Z Gallery in Roxbury, and I was hosting that, and I would interview and I would host it, and we would have like hip hop artists come on, we would have poets and things like that, and the Z Gallery owner, he got me involved with Bartlett. His name was Dumas, and he got me involved with Bartlett, and that's how I got involved with that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So everybody connects, But I thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you.
Everybody gives me hugs. I love that. That says a lot. When people always just want to hug you and embrace you, that means that you might be an okay person in life. Okay, so I just want you to look into the camera and just let everybody know where they can find you and a little bit about your work. Oh, wait. Now, he has a piece that like blew my mind. So I'm just gonna reach back and just give this piece a spotlight. I'm actually thinking about buying this piece for myself, so you better not sell it.
Okay.
So this piece is probably the most beautiful thing I've seen in a long time. Can you guys see it? Can you see it? What's the name of this piece?
It's Persevere. It's on the back, actually.
Oh, it's on the back. It's on the
It's
back.
got a sticker there, too.
Wow, but yeah, this piece is so beautiful, and I love it. And so I want you to look into the camera and tell everybody where they can find you, your Twitter, your Instagram, and things like that. So you just look into the camera and shoot from the hip.
Right, so find me at Josh Hilty, no spaces, JOSHHILTY, Instagram. I'm also on Behance if you want to look at my design work. I'm an industrial designer. As Joshua Hilty at Behance.net. Just look me up. You can find me.
Yeah. So you have it. I mean, I really believe that you're going to have a bright future, and I'm so glad he came on my show because I have a feeling that in the next 5 years, he's going to be major, and I'm going to have one of his pieces, so whatever. But anyways, thank you for coming on my show. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night. And remember, don't take yourself too seriously, and peace from Today's Passion.
Yeah.
All right.